Hello everyone, in a Majesty's defense here. Interesting news have bubbled up on the surface recently about Boeing, the airplane manufacturer. Everyone knows Boeing, unless you're American and never left your country, then I can understand. But the airplane manufacturer that us kids in the European continent or Asian continent, wherever, thought there was a marvel of engineering, the entire lineup, just mwah, is under fire for the alleged involvement of a whistleblower assisted suicide of John Barrett, 62 years of age, of Louisiana. The contents of this story, as far as I picked up and managed to cobble together, contains him whistleblowing potential safety issues and identified some serious defects that needed to be addressed on the 787 Dreamliner fleet of wide-body airplanes, and not just the 787 Dream that came out, when did it came out, like 2007 to 2009, but also one of the more recent ones, the 737 MAX, which came out sometime in 2016, I think. And even though technological advancements went into fucking overdrive ever since the early 2000s, yeah, the 737 also suffers from quality defects, and overall production of the plane was deemed unacceptable, which isn't that great. You know, airplanes nowadays belong to the three important pillars of modern transportation, whether it's goods or people. Everyone knows that. And every bit, every step of even making an acceptable plane is incredibly exacting and difficult. And I also assume that they can't afford to make too many tests because making an airplane is already so prohibitively fucking expensive, so they have to skimp out on some money, and that's where the moral issue lies. But more on that in a minute. I just want to finish the rest of my point. Like, it doesn't matter if you make a jet, an airliner, pretty or hideous. So many different parts, specialized production techniques and materials. Like, you don't see what is being used in airplanes anywhere else but in jets and planes, and the conditions where these robot birds have to go is unforgiving, right? I mean, the 787, 240 to 260 passenger seats, depending on the air service. I think the old Nippon Airlines has a variant that has 264, so that's why I said 260 plus. Almost 230 tons of max cargo capacity and much more. I mean, 230 tons, that's what? 110 cars, considering how heavy modern day cars are and how big they are. Probably. And like I said, airplanes, airliners, helicopters, fucking fighter jets, it doesn't matter, anything to do with the air. Like, they're supposed to withstand harsh conditions from wind, temperature fluctuations and shit, and if you can't pass the needed tests to make your plane airflight worthy, that plane should be fucking grounded indefinitely until it gets fixed. And listen, it's not like the airplane companies are, say, like the Rothschild Syndicate or the Vatican Mafia that have their hands in all types of shit the public doesn't know about. Unless you are French and your country's on thin ice ever since the 2000s. Like, yeah, one airplane manufacturer can have monopoly on air travel. Everyone and their mum uses the products. But a crashed or downed plane? I mean, you can't fucking spin or hide this. Especially even before and after watchdog groups have clocked the airplane's faults. One can't make excuses, play with 200 plus passengers' lives, just in the name of saving a little bit of money. And let's not forget that it's prohibitively expensive already to, get all, the necessary parts and, other shit, right? But I mean, you can't say, herder, we couldn't get the necessary parts like the hull, insulation, ailerons, various electrical and mechanical hydraulic components. It's fucking shameful, mate. We'd much rather pay more, ever so slightly more for air travel, compromise on a fake leather seat for a cloth one, from a fucking 1987 Skoda Favorit, and those seats are incredibly comfortable, my granddad used to have one, even when it's already fucking expensive already, and I prefer driving to the Balkans 14 to 16 hours from Central Europe, than knowingly step into a aluminum casket that can hold steady 42,000 feet above air, and 1 minute blow some seals, electronic bit or tank, compromising the entire airplane. I'm not an expert on planes, I know about cars far more, but apparently the 787 and the 737, from what I've read, they have issues with de-icing. Like, you know the defrost button in your car that is supposed to remove the ice? Heat up the windshields to remove the ice? Yeah, that's that. Just in an airplane it's far more sophisticated, right? And if that doesn't work, alright, it can lead to both turbine engines to fuck themselves up when the surrounding is colder than my soul. Another part of the airplane that is very crucial and to fix, changing the wiring harness in a panel above the pilot's heads. I'm quoting CNN Business, by the way. alongside other recorded slew of issues that I can't say or write off as like negligence of repair or actual issues from like the airline services. But I will be fucking damned, mate, if the 787s and also the 737 MAX lineup of airplanes, post-flight and even before flight, continue to have issues with lithium-ion batteries, leaks, etc. And also, goddamn me, if the airplane companies have to, like, save up a little bit of money and they can only afford to clean the airplanes 4 times a year. Them fucking airplane interiors are fucking musty enough. Right, I'm not going to fucking smell the farts of a Ukrainian that is fucking in front of me that weighs like 300 kilograms. But on a fucking for real thing, like, the ones that make the decisions to make the airplanes cheaper, less reliable, like, they're already on fucking thin ice, considering that the air travel is incredibly exacting. But, like, knowingly playing with people's lives, and also, like, the PR, because once the PR is gone, like, no one wants to fucking do anything with your business. Like, they should be charged for each murder there is in the next airplane crash, if like, these issues are not going to be ironed out before travel or after. But I mean, let's not forget that every time when a person suffers, someone else profits. Suffering pays. In Her Majesty's defense, I rest my case. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe, especially when it comes to really stupid, greedy fucking people, mate.